And there was a proclamation in all Jewry in Jerusalem to all them that were of the captivity, that they should be gathered together at Jerusalem. And whosoever met not there within 2 or 3 days, according to as the elders that bear rule appointed, their cattle and everything that they had was given forth to the temple, and himself cast out from them that were of the captivity. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way to 9 and now by confessing give glory unto the Most High of our fathers. Okay, so Esdras arose up and said unto them, ye have transgressed the law in marrying strange wives, thereby to increase the sins of Israel. And 9, and do his will. It says, 8, and now by confessing give glory unto the Most High of our fathers, not everybody else's fathers, and do his will, and separate yourselves from the heathen of the land. That's what it say, from the heathen of the land, from the strange woman. That's what we need to do. It's so clear. We must separate ourselves from the heathen. We must get ourselves out from these people. That's why we are losing our children. That's why we are losing our babies. We are turning our backs on our women because we are influenced by the statements, the opinions, the categories, the lifestyles, the whole charade of heathens, of the wicked, the other people. The people of the land, and we have convinced ourselves, not all of us, but some of us convinced ourselves that we are them. Convinced ourselves that we are actually them. And it says, therefore let the rulers of the multitude stay, and let all them of the habitation that have strange wives come at the time appointed. I'm going to skip down to where Esdras, it says, and Esdras the priest chose unto him, chose unto him the principal men of their families, all by name. And in the first day of the 10th month, they sat together to examine the matter. So their cause that held strange wives was brought to an end in the first day of the first month. You see, that's what we need to do as a people. You see, that's why it's a stumbling block. That's why these alphabet camps are pushing that. It's because they are for the government. They work for Satan. Okay? This is the reason why they are blending you with heathens like this and keeping you confused and blind. They're keeping you blinded. You don't even see that who you could have before, like years ago, like 20 years ago, we instantly seen who was a black man just by the walk, by the voice. A black woman, it couldn't even be mixed up. You couldn't even get it mixed up. Okay? There ain't no confusion. That's those who are wanting to believe a lie, just like it's written. In the last days, there will be those who heap to themselves much teachers. Much teachers will rise up in the last days, false teachers and false prophets, and they will heap to themselves many teachers and having itching ears, wanting to believe a lie. Okay? That's one of the lies that they want to believe, that yes, y'all my brother. And why they believing in that lie? What happens? They end up not loving their own kind the way that special love, that rare love, that set apart love, the love of their God, that black love. You see what I'm talking about? That love that is being depleted every day from us, exploited and destroyed and just evaporated. That's why the Most High said he finna kill off everything, even the root of evil, even the root of the heathen is finna be dismantled. You think the Most High, with the zeal that I got the zeal of my father in me, like I'm a very, very, very fair man. I'm fair. You know what I'm saying? I am not like, oh, you just because you black, I love. No, it's not that. It's about the truth. The truth shall set you free. And the truth is that, man, the Father going to be on a whole, he going to be on one when he get here, because he going to feel like, man, he going to be exactly like, he going to be a real one. He going to be the real one. And he going to know that, man, our daughters and sons needs to be, and we don't need the seed of other races. And we don't need to be contaminating with other races' ideas, opinions, DNAs, systems, or none of that. He gonna cut all that off, and he gonna dismantle that oh, you mix or you pretty thing. He gonna dismantle that that color line thing that was brought upon us by the heathen. All that stuff. In fact, they try to use that as one of the doctrines to say that, oh, because that's why they was jealous of each other, is because Ephraim was mixed, or was different. Like, man, we didn't, man. Do you think that the world really thought that y'all looked good back in the day? No, it was the black people that are still highly beautiful today, but were the key beauty, the face of beauty. But anyway, let's go. It says, therefore, let the rulers of the multitude stay, and let all them of our inhabitations that have strange wives come at the time appointed. And it says here, I'm gonna go down to well, I already read that. I'm gonna go down to right here, and of the sons of Emer. And and they gave their hand to put away their wives, and to offer rams to make reconcilement for their errors. And and for their errors. And the sons of Emer, and Ananias, and Zebedius, and Eanis, and Semius, and Hierael, and Azarias, and of the sons of, and it goes on, and it goes on, and it goes on. And it says, of the holy singers, Eliezer, Baccharis, of the porters, they were just in the land of their captivity, just going off. They was going on with. It says, of them of Israel, of the sons of Pharaohs, Hermias, etc., this, that, and the third, and of the sons of Elah, and it goes on, and it goes on. Of the sons of Babai, Janus, and it goes on, and it goes on. Okay? This is how a lot of our people ended up, separating from their own people, is by race mixing. By becoming officers and sheriffs and all that other stuff against their own kind in the land of our captivity. It says, all these had taken strange wives. This is 36. All these had taken strange wives, and they put them away with their children. You see, this is what's going to happen. It's going to happen. So y'all better get it right, man, together, man. Teach your children, teach your half-breed child, man, that, hey, that Negroid blood in you is special. You are royal. You are of a royal bloodline. You better procreate that. You better go find you a real beautiful, good daughter of Zion that is beautiful in the spirit, and procreate with that daughter of Zion intentionally. To redeem yourself intentionally, because the Most High goes and He searches the heart. So if you're making decisions like that because oh, my father coming, hey, you know what? I want him to know that, hey, I don't, I'm with you. I'm with my people. It's unfortunate that I'm half breed, but I'm with my people. You got to make a choice in mind, body, and in soul. Once you make that choice, and you work and you act on it, there you go. But if you ain't even you're not even half Negroid, and that's just me. I'm being just kind, because I don't even know if you're supposed to do that. But I'm just saying, until the end of it all, I would try to please the Most High. And it says on 30, all these had taken strange wives, and they put them away with their children. And the priests and Levites, and they that were of Yisrael, dwelt in Jerusalem and in the country in the first day of the 7th month. So the children of Yisrael were in their habitations. You see, we were in our habitations after that. You know what I'm saying? After we turned to the Father intentionally. So it's finna happen. The Most High finna come for His name's sake anyway. Like, Even if y'all don't even turn to him, it's going to be the remnant, the small portion. That's why it's going to be a small portion of his people that is really turning into him for real in a real way, behind closed doors and out and out from closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Internally and outwardly. You know what I'm saying? And so, we can see the deterioration of our people because we got the spirit of our God in us. We can feel it. We can feel it. We can feel our little babies, our little daughters, our little black daughters and sons need us. We can feel it. Like, they look sad in the face, most of them now. The only reason why they be having this fraudulent, fake smile and all that stuff is because it's the fake zeal of the world, the fake happiness of the world. Take that little ass happiness or that weird happiness away, and they're gonna be bitter and dark and all that other stuff, man. It's by the grace of the Most High that it's just a remnant that's kept. These people are destroying us. They're dismantling us. Every generation we change. Every generation we get worse off from who we were. The more we stay, we in the midst of these heathens, the more we are destroyed. I'm gonna go back to Maccabees, the Maccabees, and just give us a reminder of what the Negroes was thinking. The first Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. Okay, first Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. It says, "In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow." You see that? So since when we have departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Excuse me, hold on. Sorry about that, guys. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. There are Negroes who feel this way, who feel that it's just the zeal of a person that turned their back on their father or their God, or is not truly serious about their God or their people. That's what Christianity made available for us. It made potentiated. That's what Christianity potentiated for us is, this is an arena for that we all could dance together, basically. You know what I'm saying? Everybody dancing with the devil. You know what I mean? With the religions and the so-called freedoms and the civil rights and all that other stuff that we man, all that's nonsense, man. We supposed to have been separating from the heathen after some time. But instead, what did we do? Them bootlicking Masons who were put on the Masonic world stage to and were the false prophets and leaders of our people, the wicked shepherds that led the Most High's flock astray by saying that we should endure getting spit in our face. What else? Freaking molested, raped, and all that. Just like enduring it. Nah, you should endure it. Go back to work after they did that to you too, so they can say, see how strong you are, and how much you're not going to give up. Talking about it's for education and all that. Man, we could have educated ourselves. Did all that on our own. They do to us what they do to the land of Africa and the rest of the etc. They rip and pillage. They make little negotiating, centers where we can come together in whatever. It's seemingly, I'm talking about mentally, physically, spiritually, etc. They make little deposits of, hey, and the rest, they're just pillaging you. They just taking you, exploiting you, depleting you, separating you, making you come to not come to nothing. So this is why the Most High wants us to separate from the heathen. Be not like the heathen. Be ye not like the heathen is what it says. What this Negroes did, the same Negroes who you seen in the 60s controlling, I mean, in the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s, trying to blend us in with heathens, trying to make us, come with this new idea, this dream casted upon our people, which the Most High said, don't follow a man who say if he dreamed, and this, that, and the third. But it says here, so this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein. They were so Caucasian hypnosis. They were so heathen, drooling at the lips for the heathen, that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief. Yes. We even sold ourselves in the recent slavery. We sold ourselves into it. It was like a very cheap business deal gone wrong, dang near, from our point. The Most High, yeah, he said, man, y'all gonna go into the slavery upon ships on the four corners of the earth, spread it, and this is gonna be the most severe one. Because it's happened already, but this is gonna be the severe, he's saying. But let's go to Ecclesiasticus real fast. Ecclesiasticus, we'll say, 8. Beware of that thou be not deceived and brought down in thy jollity. If thou be invited of a mighty man, which is like the rulers, the people who run the government, all these people who you said who you thought civilized you, all this, those are supposedly mighty men in this world. You know what I'm saying? It says, beware that, it says, if thou be invited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself, and so much the more will he invite thee. You see? And what happened? I mean, we can already see that if we leave these heathens alone, if we turn our back from this world, they will chase us down, and they will freaking use every instance to because misery loves company. This is the type of energy we are dealing with. They will chase us down, and they will have something, anything that they could, to try to have something to do with us. This is how I see the Hispanic Native American thing. It's just like Gentiles using everything they can to keep us from coming together and keep us from being that black unit, that black family, that black people that we always were. The black people who came into slavery, that the black woman and child that was together with each other all the whole time. Okay? All right, and it says here, it says, press thou not upon him, lest thou be put back. Stand not far off, lest thou be forgotten. Okay, now watch this. Affect not to be made equal unto him in talk, and believe not his many words. For with much communication will he tempt thee, and smiling upon thee will get out thy secrets. You see that? A secret is like not only that. You know what? This is what happened with us, with these people. We wanted to sit with them, eat with them, work with them, go to school with them, and all that, when we truly didn't want to. We was already cool, but it was the wolves in sheep's clothing, the false shepherds, the prophets, etc., the false shepherds, that the wicked shepherds that led us astray, that they were positioned single-handedly and directly by the government and by Satan himself and by the heathen themselves. And they were usurped, you know what I'm saying, with power, with riches or whatever, you know what I'm saying, with their idea, whatever they will play you and make you feel like you're free, you're free, or you got a little freedom to do your own thing. But the whole thing overall is to make you sell out. That's what we knew what a sellout was. We used to call them out all the time. Oh, you a sellout. Now we don't even say that no more. We don't even see what it even means to us anymore. Sellout is to us used to always be you selling out, you turning your back on your people. Okay, but anyway, all I get is the vision of us marching and being spit on and spit in our face and letting people do our women like that. That's crazy. You mean able-bodied men wanting to hold hands with people that were doing their women and their children like that? We already gave ourselves to this world in the most backwards way. Look where it got us. And it says, and smiling upon thee while get out thy thee will get out thy secrets. You see, but cruelly he will lay up thy words and will not spare to do thee hurt and to put thee in prison. You see, boom. All this coming together and all that, but we still the most in prison, and we are breaking, but they are literally destroying us. Every generation becomes worse off. We are giving ourselves to these heathens more than we are giving ourselves to our children. We are giving ourselves to our God. We are sitting here looking at our people dwindle and be destroyed while we want to play patty cake with the heathen and entertain and shuck and jive and bojangle and be that good rod, that long rod that the heathen ain't used to. Let them have the energy, the little energy that's left in us. Man, get the heck out of here, man. It says here, but cruelly he will lay. It says here, observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing. When thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep. You see, awake, you sleep person. You sleep if you think that we are Americans. You sleep if you think that Hispanics and Native Americans are Negroes, are Israelites. You sleep if you think that it's economics. All we got to do is just focus on economics. You sleep. It says here, observe and take good heed. I read that. Love the Most High, the Elohim, all thy life, and call upon him for thy salvation. You see? See, every beast love his like, and every man love his neighbor. Okay? All flesh concerneth according to his kind, and a man will cleave to his like. So all this rainbow love that y'all eating up, our people are the main ones that eat up that rainbow love so much, because we have to face the fact that we have things to deal with. We have things to correct. We got to get ourselves together, and it's easier to embrace the doctrine of the heathen that tells you don't have to worry about all that. Just go out and race missing. Just go out and become somebody else. Become another people. Now you got black people with white voices and other race voices. It's crazy. You got black women wanting to be, gangbanged and freaking, and what else? Freaking, what are they? Ghetto gagged and all this other stuff. It's because it's a sickness of the heart. It's when you hate yourself. It's when you ain't got no tie to your God. That's what happens. You start to melt into the ideas and the wants and likes and fulfillments of the heathen. Here it says, all flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb? That's the Most High telling us. He's telling us. He's using these things as examples. Yes, we have to figure out who is wicked amongst our people. That's our main focus. We already know the heathen, like, y'all got to come correct. We should be at the point where if you a heathen, you gotta come conform unto our likeliness and righteousness. Okay, and if not, then we ain't worried about you anyway. Because first of all, you're not even us. You're not our likeness. You're not our essence, and you're not our. Your destiny is not our destiny. This is the reason why they're trying to keep you focused on other destinies, other people, other curses, others. Other energies. These people have all type of stuff in their blood, and you embrace it. But anyway, what agreement is there between the hyena and a dog? You see? Ain't no agreement between a hyena and a dog, because a hyena is not even a dog. And what peace between the rich and the poor? You see? As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor. As the proud hate humility, so doth the rich harbor the poor. You see, so it goes into the rich and poor thing, but yes, we're talking about evil and good. And then before that, in the midst of, we're talking about evil and good, and in the midst of that, the example was used that kind builds with their kind. Every race knows this and understands this, but the Hebrew, the Negro, they don't. They allow the heathen to use that mechanism of of dismantlement, that mechanism of backwardness, telling you, hey, remember they were the one that tried to promote the black woman to be strong and independent, understanding, knowing that the black woman is strong with her unit. That's her strength. Her strength is with her people, her black man and child, woman and child. They created the situation and predicament so that they can have the words, so that the words will make sense to the black woman in deception. They created that predicament where we couldn't be in a house if we needed help from the government or anything. The black man. They dismantled everything quick, fast, through television, through movies, through music, through calamity, through all type of different situations, through different routes and ways. Right here in First Esdras chapter 8, as it says, First Esdras chapter 8. I'm reading out of a book. Chapter 8, verse, start at 68. Now, then these things were done. The rulers came unto me and said, the nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and the Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land. You see, the strange people of the land. The strange people of the land which you are in, the captivity where you at, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, nor the pollutions, nor their influences, nor all their ways. Okay? To wit, of the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites. Okay, all of them, not just, oh, Esau, y'all going down, Esau, Edom, man, it's the whole world, all nations. Esau was, the Most High was mad at Esau for a real reason, because he mingled his seed in the midst of different nations. Edom was one of them. And so all these nations, just like all these nations share a hatred towards us, they all deal with us in the same kind of mannerism. Some of them get a little bit more, some of them get a little bit less. You go to Jamaica, it's the Chinese and the India people that got them disrespecting them and keeping them in slavery, etc. I mean, just calamity. All these nations go everywhere, wherever the Negroes is at, to make money off their demise and off their perpetual demise. When they wake up every day to go get some alcohol, to go get to ease the pain, to go get some weed, to go get a weave and all that stuff because they hate themselves, or they hate or their hair don't grow and they don't even know why, or they don't know how to take care of their hair. All these nations eat off our demise. They suckle off our detriment. It says here, for both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. You see, the strange people of the land are like Mexico, America, the people that was in India, or the people that is in Europe. Wherever we spread it off to, the people in the Caribbeans, wherever the what do you call those Phoenician? I mean, yeah, Phoenician looking people, the people who like the Asian type people, Samoan type people, and island Pacific Island type people out there that the Negroes is around, and they are really good at keeping to themselves out there. But it says here, and if you recognize it, if you see it, you will understand. Look, the places where black people were and they became mixed, they're long gone. But then but all the places where the black people are pro-African, pro-Africa, etc., like Jamaica and different places like Cuba, even Brazil, and all this mixed up. It's a lot of our people that retain themselves, retain their peace, retained all that because they're not race mixing as a whole. But us, we continue to do it. We continue to mingle with the heathen, continue to mingle with the ideas, and step on the platforms and feel comfortable on the foundations of the heathen. And we look at each other and act like we don't know what's going on. This is what's going on. You want to save your children? You want to keep redeem your people? You want to be a part of that chapter and that remnant? Then that's what you got to be on. Separation. It says here, is mixed with strange people of the land, and from the beginning of this matter, the rulers, and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity. And as soon, you see, and the great men, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity. Okay? And as soon as I had heard these things, I rent my clothes and the holy garment and pulled off the hair from off my head and beard and sat me down sad and very heavy. That's how I be feeling all the time. That's why I'm saying it's just too deep for you not to be feeling that way. You gotta pray to the Most High and to keep your spirits up and to be rejoicing in Him, etc. You gotta be rejoicing and be close to Him for your spirits to be up. Ain't nothing in the world gonna bring your spirits up, man. When the condition of your people is the way it is, ain't nothing in the world that's gonna bring your spirits up, except the Father, who brings you out from the world. Matter of fact, that script, it says, if they was with us, they would have stayed with us. And these are our brothers and sisters, especially our people, like especially the ones who are on the world stage, the so-called influencers, the actors and the entertainers and all that. Those are sellouts. They sold their soul. So if they sold their soul, then they have to turn their back on the children of God, their own people. Of course, they're working for the devil, who is the father of the other nations. You got to understand it like this. This is the reason why they mass promote it. They mass promote race mixing, hoping and assuring that your sons and your daughters will get up and go procreate with heathens instead of their own. They don't even want to see their own selves come out. That's how discombobulated, that's how dysfunctional it is. Our minds and our spirits is. We don't even want to see ourselves. We don't even see the value in it. How you don't see the value in seeing yourself come out the womb of a black woman? How you don't see the value in that? How you don't see the value in preserving your seed and your bloodline? How don't you see the value in it? That's hypnosis. You under some type of spell or something to not be able to see that. Especially when you can see and look at your people dwindling like how he is. Pretty soon it's gonna be the pro-black people are gonna be all mixed. Pretty soon and they're gonna be different races. Not even gonna have the same. It's not even gonna have the same connection. It's not even gonna have it don't even ain't gonna mean the same. It's not even gonna mean the same thing. It says here, let's continue on this Esdras. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity. And this is called iniquity. Race mixing is iniquity. It's like homosexuality for the Hebrews. This is the reason why people thought that laws and the statutes was strange. The Hebrews, the people of the world think that our things are strange because it hurts their feelings. No, you can't have this good essence. No, you can't have our women and our daughters exist. No, you can't. That's how the Most High gonna set the record straight when he come. It's gonna be like that. Trust me. And as soon as I had heard these things, I rent my clothes and the holy garment and pulled off the hair from my head. Okay, I already read that. And it says, so all they that were then moved at the word of the Most High, the Elohim of Yisrael, assembled unto me, whilst I mourned for the iniquity. But I sat still, full of heaviness, until the evening sacrifice. You see? I'm always heavy, man, because I know the real condition of my people. I'm not blinded by the world. I'm not heavy laden with sins. I'm just heavy because I'm full of sadness and just I look and I just want to do something. I want to do something for it, and I know I can only do what I'm doing, and whatever the Most High allows me to be able to do and puts and instructs me to do. But I know our ultimate salvation and redemption is of the Most High. Period. We'll finish this because it will show you how the Most High, how our people, how we get rid of this stuff and how things work with us. Then rising up from the fast with my clothes and the holy garment ripped, and bowing my knees and stretching forth my hands unto the Most High, I said, O Father Yahuwah, I am confounded and ashamed before thy face. For our sins are multiplied above our heads, and our ignorances have reached up unto heaven. You see that? Yeah, that's the same as today. And for our sins, and I mean for ever since the time of our fathers, we have been and are in great sin. That's the words that mean now. Sure. Even unto this day. Yes, even unto this day. And for our sins and our fathers, we, with our brethren and our kings and our priests, were given up unto the kings of the earth, to the sword and to captivity, and for a prey with shame unto this day. That sound like us. That don't sound like nobody else but us. And you should be able to have the inside knowledge of that, like the intel. And now, in some measure, hath mercy been showed unto us from thee, O Father, that there should be left us a root and a name in the place of thy sanctuary. You see? So we were like, it was like ain't nothing new under the sun, and man, our forefathers have done this, done what we done, and this is the reason why we in the time. That's why the Most High say He coming for a remnant of His people, because only a remnant gonna get it and really love Him, and only a remnant gonna really truly love their people. Only a remnant really truly like is in love with their people for real, like really in love with them. If you in love with something, you can get your heart broken. The Most High is coming for the brokenhearted. I'm brokenhearted for real. We gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 34 real quick, and just matter of fact, we just gonna start at 11 at 33, and we gonna see, and we gonna show how the Most High made us all diverse, and how he gloats on it. You see what I'm talking about? It means something to Him. It's not just, oh, it don't mean nothing. We're all bleed blood, red blood. Nah, F that. The blood holds the spiritual warfare. The blood holds the divinity, if there is any there. The blood holds the destiny of the people, whichever people you are. Chapter 33, Ecclesiasticus, verse 8, I'm going to start. By the knowledge of the Most High, matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 5. The heart of the foolish is like a cartwheel, and his thoughts are like a rolling axle tree. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go down to 7. Why doth one day excel another, when as all the light of every day in the years is of the sun? By the knowledge of the Most High, they were distinguished, and He altered season and feast. Some of them, He said, yes, and some of them he made high days and hallowed them, and some of them hath He made ordinary days. And all men are from the ground. Okay, we understand this. And Adam was created of earth. We understand that. In much knowledge, the Most High hath divided them and made their ways diverse. You see, some of them hath He blessed and exalted, and some of them hath He sanctified and set near Himself. You see that? Blessed and exalted, and some of them have He sanctified and set near Himself. That sounds like Africa and like black people. And definitely the Negro, the Hebrews that are the set apart, chosen. But some of them have He cursed and brought low. That sounds like some black people too. And definitely other races, because you got to understand, the races did not start when we were born. Races was already there. It already existed. There's a reason why that race got goat and wolf hair and are pale or palm colored. There's a reason. It's a reason for that. There's a reason why you're you and they're them. Okay? Exalted, and some of them have He sanctified and set near Himself, but some of them have He cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. You see, and turned out of their places, like casted them out, separated them away from other people. As the clay is the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of Him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. You see that? That's what that means. Let me see. And most of these children, Y'all been mixing with, they had power over their parents and all that, but that's against our way of life. As I go to 19, give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy gods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou inherit, that goods, that thy goods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again. As long as thou livest and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over to any. You see, that's what the Most High said. Give not thyself over to any. You see, give not thy son and wife and thy brother and thy friend power over thee while thou livest. Okay, that means the system of the heathen don't work. That's what they made sure happened to us. They made sure that we came to a point where our women had more power over us. The Most High already said it was going to happen. All the ways of the heathen is backwards to us, man. Completely backwards. And I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave us at Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4. And we gonna show why what the Most High think about race mixing. Real quick, again, some more of it. For the Most High created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. I know what man he talking about. I know who he talking about. He talking about us for sure. Let's see. In Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 3 on out. But the multiplying brood of the ungodly shall not thrive, nor take deep rooting from bastards. You see, from bastard slips, nor lay any fast foundation. Okay, for though they flourish in branches for a time, yet standing not fast, they shall be shaken with the wind, and through the force of winds they shall be rooted out. You see, the imperfect branches shall be broken off, their fruit unprofitable, not ripe to eat. Yeah, meat for nothing. For children begotten of unlawful beds are witness of wickedness against their parents in their trial. Okay? But though the righteous be prevented with death, yet shall he be in rest. For honorable age is not that which standeth in the length of time, nor that which measured by number of years. But wisdom is the gray hair unto men, and an unspotted life is an old age. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Hallelujah. All right, I'm done. I'm going off. All right, y'all. All right, dig. Man, let's get back into it soon. All right, I'm gone.